It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Armadillos of Tokyo and the Houston Oilers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start things on the ground, but now this is going to be a reverse. And this is not going to work as planned. It'll be blown up behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw now on first down. And Walker has it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
There we go. Check. Hey, check that. Street.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19 right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
How about the short put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw again.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And down his man is caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll start with the option.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Now this is good. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second down, McCaffrey. There's some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Here is 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They find some open field here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Walker with another carry.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. This is McCaffrey on the give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Oilers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Samuel. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because, oh,
that's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. One play. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 3.
Stop below 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out.
And my goodness, another interception. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.